Hi, it's Joanna. I'm back with another comparison to the Gilded Age. This time we're talking about no-fault divorce. The attack on no-fault divorce and divorce in general is very real in the United States. For example, Kentucky instituted a mandatory 50-50 custody law for the fathers. Their divorce rates have predictably plunged as mothers are forced to stay in bad marriages to protect their kids. Conservative politicians in red states have begun talking about and introducing legislation that would either do away with or make no-fault divorce much more difficult. The Heritage Foundation, yet the folks behind Project 2025, have drafted a position paper entitled "We Must Save the American Family." And it suggests that the answer to the problem of loneliness and demographic decline must begin with marriage. And it blames free love, pornography, careerism, the pill, abortion, same-sex relations, and no-fault divorce as culprits behind the decline of American marriages. Sounds a lot like the Gilded Age. So what was divorce like in the late 19th century? In the 19th century, one spouse couldn't file for divorce because the marriage wasn't working out or they were unhappy. Instead, one spouse had to prove in court with evidence that the other spouse had committed one of the legally recognized offenses. These offenses included extreme cruelty, note the qualifier, adultery, impotence, and abandonment. But not every state recognized each offense as a legal basis for divorce. So your ability to get divorced was deeply impacted by where you lived. And a man had an easier time obtaining a divorce because, remember, married women weren't legally recognized outside of the marriage. So a woman might need a brother or father or some other man to file for divorce on her behalf, depending on where she lived. This eased up later in the 19th century, but still. So divorce laws were handled state by state, which led to wide disparities in how easy or hard it was to get a divorce. The strictest, South Carolina, had a no divorce law, meaning there was no divorce, period. New York only recognized adultery as a reason for divorce, and many other states were reluctant to grant divorces for any reason. Indiana, as well as some of the western states like Nevada and Utah, had the laxest divorce laws.